What's up guys, we're back. I'm Will with TheWillGrant.com and I'm about to show you the 7 best ab exercises to really get your abs popping for summer. And on top of that, it's going to build some core strength. And make sure you stick around till the end of this video because I'm going to show you how to turn all these 7 different ab exercises into a great circuit that you can do anytime, anywhere. So the first ab exercise you're going to want to do to really get those abs popping for summer and to build some good core strength is going to be a plank. I highly recommend starting with this one because it's one of the most basic and fundamental core exercises that you can do. If you're really struggling with this one, a lot of times it means that something is out of balance or out of alignment. So when you're in that plank position, you're actually going to help recenter and balance your body, and if you're doing it correctly, you're going to strengthen the muscles that need to be strengthened and you help relaxing the muscles that are maybe too tight. You want to grip the ground with your hands, turn those elbows out, and make sure your elbows are over your hands and your elbows are under your shoulders, okay? And another thing is make sure you have a straight line from your ankle all the way down to your, from your ankles all the way up to your shoulders, okay? You don't want to have your butt coming up, you don't want it sinking down, you want it nice and tight and engaged, okay? A lot of times people let their butt sink out, but make sure you keep that core nice and engaged, those glutes tight, and even those legs flex in as well. This is a good stability exercise that's really going to help you just strengthen every single stabilizer throughout your whole entire body. It's going to make you better at everything. Make sure you're holding that core nice and tight. Stay breathing. And the goal would be to try to go for a minute. Okay? If you can't go for a minute, that's okay. Just do as much as you can and work your way there. So the second exercise you're going to want to do is going to be bicycle crunches. Again, another basic exercise, but so effective, okay? You want to lay down, making sure your lower back and your whole spine is touching the ground. Put your hands behind your head, okay? And what I like to focus on is doing this just perfect as I possibly can. Bringing your elbows to your knees as you're switching from side to side. Moving my feet perfectly in that straight line. Let's go for some reps. So the third exercise that you definitely want to be doing is one of my favorites, and that's the Advil. Okay, this one really just tears apart your abs, especially if you do it correctly. When you're doing this, make sure you keep your core nice and engaged and as tight as you possibly can. Once you start letting your lower back come out and that butt come out, that's putting a bunch of unneeded pressure on your lower back, and that's what's going to cause maybe a little pain too. So make sure you're bringing that nice and tight in the whole process. Now there's 2 ways to do this. There's standing and there's kneeling on your knees. Now the more advanced version is the standing, and then the more beginner version is on your knees. So I'm going to start standing and I'll do as many as I can standing, and then I'll go straight into finishing off the set with doing the rest on my knees. Alright, so the 4th exercise you want to do is going to be an ab curl with an exercise ball. Okay? And on this exercise, it's great for alignment because if you're out of alignment anyway, you're going to tip over from one way to the next. And I like to really focus on just making each rep as perfect as I possibly can. And on this exercise with your abs, you want to make sure that when you're coming out, you're letting it open, and then as you're blowing all of your air out, squeezing in your abs as tight as you can as you curl that ball inward. And there's many different variations of this exact same exercise. You can go from here, or a little bit tougher, you want to go from here, But the goal is to open and then blow all your air out and squeeze in your abs as tight as you can. You can really feel that one working. So for the 5th ab exercise is we're going to do a V-sit. Now this is a really good one, really strengthen your stabilizers and strengthen your hold and that core strength, okay? So the goal here is just try to make a V. So you want to make sure that chest stays open and you want to elevate your feet and try to hold it for as long as you can, okay? Just like this, try to open up that chest, bring them shoulders back, and just flex in your abs. And to make it a little easier, you can bring your knees in, or harder, you can bring your knees out. Just focus on that flex. So for the 6th ab exercise that you're going to want to do to really get your abs popping for summertime is going to be the hanging leg raises. They may not be the easiest, but they really can be one of the most effective at getting your abs to really pop because they're so challenging, okay? And the way you want to do it is you want to get into that hang and you want to bring your legs up as high as you can and slowly and control, you want to let them come down and make sure you're not doing any swinging, but you're controlling it on the whole way down and then bringing them straight up and getting that nice curl inside your abs. First, you want to start with that hang. High up as you can, slowly on the way down. And there's also so many different variations that you can do. You can come straight from the knees, which tends to be a little bit easier. And to target your obliques, you can even go to the side. The last ab exercise is going to be a complete burner and goes really well with number 6, those hanging leg raises, is just an L-sit. Because you can superset this with your hanging leg raises to really get that extra burn, or if you need a rest in between, that's okay too. But you're in that same position, okay, and you just want to bring that to a 90 and hold for as long as you can. Point them toes, and hold. You can also do these from a dip position as well. Just do the same thing, elevate here. So those were the 7 ab exercises that are really going to get your abs popping for summertime. And just like I promised, the way to turn this into a circuit or a workout routine is just take all 7 of those ab exercises and make that one round. Do 1 minute of work, and then 1 minute of rest, and then another minute into the next ab exercise until you go all the way through the 7. For beginners, I recommend doing 1 round. Intermediates, 2 rounds. For experts, 3 rounds. Or if you're just a beast, just try to see how many rounds you can get. So those are my top 7 best ab exercises to get those abs really popping off. If you have some ab exercises that I didn't mention, make sure you leave them in the comments below. Also, I'm wanting to make more and more videos of these different types of workouts, so if you have any suggestions, I'm all ears, so leave those in the comment box below too. If this video liked in any way, make sure you give it a big old fat thumbs up as always, and also we have new videos coming out every week, so make sure you subscribe, and also check out my website at www.thewillgrant.com.